My room is an absolute mess. Time to clean it. I have a lot to do today and a lot to accomplish. Dear heavens. At least that room's clean. Okay, so this is much better. That warning mark, do not cross. My husband made the sign that says mom's bubble because when I was studying I didn't want to be interrupted. And on the back, it's kind of cool because it says testing. So if the sign was up, there's no way anybody was allowed to walk through this door. So anyway, this is not just my office, but it's finally clean. This is also, as you can tell by the collapsible bed, a guest room when it's needed. And my sewing room, so it's got my dressmaker, and that great big tool bag is actually very handy to store my sewing machine in, and the pattern on top is a cut pattern for a costume I'm making. And that's just pretty. I've sometimes used it as a backdrop for a video because it does kind of look really cool. And that cabinet is full of craft and painting. And there's my books and my puppy. I think she's in there. There you are. Do you want to come out and say hi? Blossom! There she is. Do you want to say hi? Say hi. Oh, I guess not. She's like, okay, not doing that. But it's clean. It's clean. Yay. And believe it or not, this is clean too. This is my little village of gnomes and fairies and my little construction site things. Every single item on this shelf has value and meaning because somebody, one of my kids or someone, gave me the gift. So I keep one little shelf that's just full of cute things, just because it keeps the people that gave them to me a little close to me when I'm working. But there it is. Ye old faithful computer up there decided that it was going to have an attitude problem. So, in the infinite wisdom of my board members, I was given a MacBook Pro to transpose music on, and I have never used a MacBook Pro until today, and I'll tell you what, I'm ready to throw it through a window. It is so different than the one up there, which I've used for 5 years. That's a Lenovo. It's an awesome computer, but I think it's finally wearing out. But, so I'm trying to transpose this music and figure out all these commands. And you have this key called a command key, which is annoying because on that computer, you simply push Control S, V, or C to save or copy or paste. And this one, you have to hit command keys to do all this stuff. And it is just, I'm sure it's not as hard as I'm making it, but I'm not enjoying this, but I really need my music. So I haven't attempted to hook it up to the printer yet. I'll hold that for another moment. I guess we have to install software in order to run the printer. Good times. And that noise you're hearing outside is my husband blowing snow. We woke up to quite a bit of snow this morning. So he's been out there trying to snow blow it away. Well, I managed to struggle enough to get the MacBook to work, which it works perfectly, I just don't know how to use it, to print out a piece of music after it scrambled all the words together. That was a good time. I also had to print out my sermon that I'm supposed to be delivering this weekend, and it went through and it wouldn't let me edit it, so I had to, had to do that on the old computer that was up there, and it wouldn't let me edit it. It would let me print things out, but I couldn't change anything on the document. So I don't know what's going on with that. But anyhow, so now I'm hand printing out 15 pages of typing, and I've had to actually go to the bottoms of pages because I couldn't change the format of it. And when I printed it, it left out some words or cut them off at the bottom because my edges were too narrow apparently. So anyhow, now I'm sitting here doing that. So half of this is going to be handwritten. Luckily, most of it's typed. Kind of like that. So I get to rewrite this real quick. No delete button, sorry. A little bit of scribbling going on there. See the next page to see if that blends. Oh, good. The other half of that sentence is at the top. Okay, so it looks like I got lucky. The rest of the document is fine. I only had to fill in a few places. So now I get to go through and hand number each of these pages because I couldn't number them on the computer. I'm quite proud of myself today. Learned to use a MacBook Pro, sort of, enough to get the music printed. Printed out a sermon off of a computer that has given me a headache. And I managed to revise the whole thing by hand. So I think now it's time to just chill and have myself a jolly good evening. And I think I'm just going to chill out and watch some, well, I don't think this is Netflix. I think it's Hulu. Either way, a couple good flicks I like to watch. So, and if you're wondering about the bandage around my ankle, it was a violent allergic reaction to something that we have no idea what. But it doesn't hurt, it's just annoying, and it will go away. Aw, look who decided to come out of her cubby. So would you believe it's been a full 24 hours? And in that 24 hours, I've accomplished a whole lot of nothing. I have watched an entire season of Veronica Mars. Gotta love Veronica Mars. And realized that I have an entire week where I can't do a whole lot of anything. Long story short, I don't know if I already mentioned this, but I have been fighting off some kind of sickness. And so for several hours today, I lost my voice. So if I sound a little funny, that's why. And running up and down the stairs has made me feel like I've been running a marathon. So, and to add insult to serious injury, my bunny is ignoring me. She doesn't want to talk to me. She doesn't want held. I think she's mad at me. I don't know why. But anyway, so since I'm not teaching this week, I'm not doing anything. I have this week, and I think I need to be productive, so I'm going to sort out a pattern and take in a skirt and sort out my planner. And it occurred to me, reviewing a bunch of my videos, that I say and so and okay a lot. Leave it in the comments if it annoys you too, and I'm the one doing it. So, well, okay. So I experienced one minor glitchy hiccup while I have all this wonderful downtime. Sore throat and all. I thought I would spend time writing and working on my project. So here's a fun fact that nobody knew. I have written a book and I'm in the middle of writing 3 more. And unfortunately, I was told that if I publish my first book, I'm gonna be sued. Good times. I'm not worried about it. I'm just gonna hold on to it because the person threatening it has never actually read it, and why you would sue someone for writing a book about how miraculous someone is and all this wonderful stuff. It's a really good book. I have no idea. So I'm gonna hold on to it. If for no other reason than I wrote it and it's really good. And I'm working on 3 others. One is very specific, meaning it's not something everybody'd want to read, but it's for a very specific niche. And one of them I'm waiting on international copyright permission. So yeah, fun fact, I write. I'm a really good writer. As you already know, I play piano, sing, blah, blah, blah. I sew really well. No real secret there, but the other thing I really do well is not something that I'm thinking I want to publicize yet. But my husband says that I should start a whole new YouTube channel just for that subject alone. So I don't know. I'll think about it. But I've just had a lot of time to think in the last few days about what it is I want to do. As most of you know, I have been graduated from college for a year. I graduated at the top of my class. I am literally #1 out of 11,440 students. Class of 2020. So there's that. But I haven't been able to find a job because of some stuff. Just, I don't even want to get into it. I'm in too good of a mood. But we're gonna just, I don't know. So I've been looking for stuff to do, and I've been thinking, well, maybe I could work from home until I intended on publishing my book, and then I found out that I couldn't yet. There's your caveat, yet. But I almost deleted it. I almost deleted it, and then I just had this feeling that said, don't do that. You just get this inkling, this gut feeling that says, just don't do it. And so then my husband said, don't you dare. And then my son said, don't you dare. And then everyone else who has read parts of it said, don't you dare. And then my editor certainly said, don't you dare. So, but it's amazing. So I don't know, if nothing else, I'll hold on to it just for me. But so I spent time trying to figure out, you know, everybody's good at something. Everybody's good at something, and I'm what they call an autodidactic, multipotentialite polymath. And what that means is I am good and skilled at a lot of things. I'm a chronic student. I'm addicted to learning. So I have learned how to do a great many things and do them very well. So how do you take all that and stuff that you've learned? By the way, don't ever stop learning. If you're bored, it's your own fault. If you are literally sensing the sensation of bored, it means you need to go learn something. Go learn something. YouTube is full of things. There are classes online. Go learn something. You don't need to be bored. I don't think I've ever been bored a day in my life. And my kids learned a long time ago that in this house, if you say you're bored, wrong thing to say to this mom. Don't ever say you're bored. I will find you something to do. So, but what that really means, I know it's a big fancy amount of garble, but it literally means self-taught, self-learned, capable of multiple things, and have actually learned and mastered several of them is what it means. I'm good at a lot of stuff. I think probably the more modern term, well, I don't know how modern it is like Renaissance man. Do I look like a man to you? I'm too pretty for that. Anyway, it's been a lot of fun. So I think I'm just going to take this week. I'm going to plan some stuff out, figure out what it is I want to do. I have stuff that I already have to do that I'm obligated to, but I would like to find a way to make money from home instead of having to work for someone else. So the one thing that Mike suggested I should make videos of is something that I can do, but I quit doing because once everybody realized I was really good at that, they expected it done for free, and it costs money and it's way too much work to do for free. So, I don't know. I guess I get a week to think about changes, and I've just come through the worst year of my life. I lost somebody very dear to me who the most precious human being in the world, and nothing I can do about that. So it's time to just start my life over. So I need to make a plan. So I think that this week I'm going to use this time that I have to do that. Just make a plan, think of things that I want to do. And at my age, I ain't got time to fool around. Blessedly, I don't actually look my age. So that's a bonus, but it doesn't negate the fact that I am my age. So anyway, it's just been a fun day. I've just been kind of relaxing and chilling out, not doing a whole lot. I didn't get accomplished one thing I wanted to do, but that's only because it's pure laziness. There was absolutely no other reason than just sheer laziness. I did do the dishes. I guess that was something, but how do you consider rinsing off dishes and throwing them in a dishwasher being productive? I mean, come on, doesn't the dishwasher do all the work? It really does. So I think that I'm going to spend part of tonight watching some more of my Veronica Mars, chilling the heck out, and just generally enjoying myself because I'm here by myself, and what else is there to do? Oh yeah, there's lots to do. The difference is I don't care at the moment.